Okay, in this lecture, we'll give you a very brief introduction of data science. Now, in this slide, you can see exactly at the left, some data is there. And this data is basically the sales data of two different cities, restaurants in New York and San Diego over the year from January to December. Now, if we analyze this particular data, here you can see some plot has been drawn. And after this analysis, it is possible to go inside to this data, and the analysis, if you've done, you will find that New York City restaurants performs poorly during summer. And based on this kind of insight of the data, we can make some business strategies. Okay, please mute everyone. We can make some business strategies, like we can run some special promotions in New York City restaurants during the summer. So what we can see through this example is that if you have some data, and if you do the proper exploration of that data, and if we go inside to that data, then it is possible from that we can conclude some business strategy, or we can make some decision based on that. So data scientist actually doing this particular job, analyzes the data and giving some fruitful outcomes so that some business strategy can be taken. Now for that, generally the common professional data scientist uses these programming languages R or Python. In our case, we are using Python. Now there are certain, since big data are to be handled for the data scientists, and that is why the data storage and the distributed computing is a requirement. So these are the framework like Apache Hadoop or the Apache Spark. These are used for this kind of big data storage and their distributed computing. Now for the data visualization, there are different kinds of libraries like Matplotlib that we have already seen. In Jupyter Notebook, in Tableau, in Power BI, there are other tools also. For machine learning and deep learning, scikit-learn, TensorFlow, these are the important libraries, and those we are going to use in our course. So in short, if we see that, first of all, we have to understand the business problem, where from this starts. And after understanding the business problem, we have to collect data. Okay, there are dedicated people who actually collect data, maybe from the market survey, maybe from the social network, or different historical data of that particular industry. So data collection is a very important part. Then after collecting the data cleaning and exploration is a very, very important task. And after cleaning and exploration, a suitable machine learning model or the deep learning model is to be prepared. And based on that, you will get the insight of that data, and you can make some decision based on that. So this is what is basically the job of the data scientist. Starting from here, basically the data cleaning, building the model, and going into the insight and make certain prediction based on that model. So in programming language Python, we have already covered these particular topics. And for data cleaning and exploration, we have seen a few tools of these libraries, NumPy or Pandas. Integrated development environment, where we actually do these things. We have used Jupyter Notebook in Google Colab format. One can also use PyCharm, that is also very popular IDE, or Visual Studio Code. This can also be used. For the data visualization, there are different libraries. We have already seen how to use some of the functions of Matplotlib. There are other data visualization that we will C, that is Seaborn. Now, maths and statistics is the background for the machine learning model. So during the course, we have to learn a bit about the statistics or the mathematics that is required. This is our main agenda, or the main library that we are going to explore for the machine learning model, that is the scikit-learn. And we'll first start with the regression model, and after that we'll see different kinds of classification models and the other techniques those are used for the machine learning model creation. After that, we'll see the deep learning. Deep learning can be done with the help of either TensorFlow or PyTorch. PyTorch actually created by Facebook and TensorFlow created by Google. We are going to use TensorFlow, but that we are going to do only after the machine learning part will be over. For data analysis, already you have some idea that we know if we have data with the help of Excel, you can do a lot of data analysis. But remember that actually the data scientist job that we do with the help of Excel is exactly the same thing, but Excel cannot handle a huge data or a big data. Okay, here is the problem. That is why this kind of Python framework and all these different kinds of softwares came into picture, so that we can handle big data. Okay, but if you see carefully, all with a small data in Excel also we can do a lot of data analysis. So thank you for this introduction. So next we'll go to the machine learning applications straight away, and we'll see that what are the different kinds of machine learning applications are there. So one of the very common applications you see in your mailbox, that spam are already filtered from your mails. So spam and non-spam, this kind of classification is done, and this is definitely one of the application of the machine learning. And in our course, we'll see that how can we do this kind of classification. So you are going to write this program, how to classify spam. This is one of the application. You can see the natural language understanding by the machines and accordingly do certain work. You see that in Netflix or YouTube, video recommendations automatically given. And this is another application of the machine learning in real life. And so there are many applications like facial recognition, autonomous car, or filtering algorithms used, different types of news classification, or even handwritten digit identification. So all these are the different applications of the machine learning in real life applications. Okay. And in this course, we are going to see some of these applications. We are going to code some of these applications. So if we see their classification or their position, so you see that the large domain is the artificial intelligence. The whole domain that you can see is the artificial intelligence. So what artificial intelligence is, it is basically the techniques used to help machines mimic human behavior. We know that some of the performance human can do better than the machines. Though there are many occasions machines are better than humans. Suppose I tell you to multiply a 7-digit number with another 7-digit number, definitely machines are better. But if I tell you to recognize a picture, whether it is a dog or a cat, or to recognize a voice, whether which relative voice is that, so in that case definitely humans are better. So artificial intelligence are the intelligence uses to help machines to mimic the human behavior, so that they can perform the human behavior in a similar way or in a better way. And within that part, a subdomain is basically the machine learning, where the statistical methods used to help machines improve with the experience. Okay. And a further smaller domain of or subdomain of the machine learning is basically deep learning, where neural network techniques has been used to solve the similar problem of artificial intelligence. So this is basically the position of artificial intelligence, machine learning, and deep learning. These are commonly used words, but remember, artificial intelligence is it, and you can see machine learning is subset of that, and deep learning is subset of machine learning. Now we'll start with the linear regression, and linear regression will divide into two parts: single variable and multiple variable. After that, we'll go to the classification problem. So first, linear regression, single variable. And first, what we are going to do is that we will understand what this kind of problem is and what is the basic principle or the basic statistics that we are going to use to solve this kind of a problem. First, see through one example. Let us see here. You can see a data where the area is there, area in square feet, and the price in US dollar that is given of some home prices in Monroe Township, New Jersey, USA. So these are certain data. I have just given a very simple examples, only few data are given. Actually, this kind of data can be extracted from large websites like Magic Bricks or some other websites, and you can do the actual data analysis that we are going to do later. But right now, for the understanding how to solve it, the basic technique of analysis will be same. So here you see the area and their prices are given. So what is our job? The job is, here you can see the problem statement, that given these home prices, find out prices of homes whose area is suppose 3,300 square feet or 5,000 square feet. Then what will be the price? So some data is given, and based on that, you have to predict the price if the area is given. This is a problem, and this is a linear regression single variable problem. Okay, so here, as if we are considering that area, this is independent variable, and the price, which is the dependent variable, and we want to predict price if area is known. Okay, so how can we solve this kind of a problem? You see that here you see this red colored dot. These are basically the scatter diagram of those data. That means here you can see how many data are there: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 5 data points, where x-axis is the area, y-axis is the price. So 1, 2, so you can see these 5 data points: 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. These 5 data points are plotted simply. Then what we want is that through these points we want to fit a straight line, because it is clear from these data points, it gives an idea about that if as the area increases, the price is also increasing almost in a linear fashion. That is clear from the scatter diagram, right? So we want a blue line like this. But how to draw this blue line, that we do not know. But if we can draw a blue line to fit these scattered points, then with the help of this blue line, if you want to know the price of any square feet, suppose 3,300 square feet, you will get the price. Okay, so the problem is, how can we get this blue line? This blue line actually is called the linear regression line. Excuse me. Now see, actually through these scattered points, 5 scattered points, we can draw many straight lines. We can draw many straight lines. Now which one will be the best fit straight line? That is the main problem here. So that is basically the main model, that which one is the best straight line. Now to find this best straight line, what is done that a particular straight line, any arbitrary straight line has been drawn, and then from that straight line, suppose at 2600 area, what is the scattered value that was given to you and what is the corresponding value? This difference is find out. So this difference actually found out. Now coming to the second point, and exactly in a similar way, this difference is find out. So this difference is what? This difference is nothing but the error if we consider blue is the fit line. If we consider blue line is the correct line, then these are basically the error that will occur at the different points. So in this way, what we can do, we can find out if we consider blue is the line, then what is the error. So that error, what we are doing is that we'll simply square those errors and we'll sum all these errors. So there are 5 data points. So corresponding 5 error you will get, and you have to square it and you have to sum it. Where we are making it square, because if we simply add them, it is possible that this positive error may cancel the negative error. So we want the absolute error or the square error. That's why what we have done, we have simply squared it and we have sum all this error. Now what we do, we will consider another straight line. Let us consider this is another straight line, and exactly in a similar way, what we do, we'll find out all these errors, find out squares and sum them up. So in this way, for all these straight lines that we think that they are fit, we can do the same process. We can find out the sum of the square of the errors, right? So in this way, if we do, and then what we are going to do is that we want to find out which one is the minimum. So in which case this error, the sum of the square of the errors will be minimum, that particular line will be the best fit line. So this is what is the idea to select which one is the best fit line. Okay. So the idea is that suppose this is what is the straight line that we are considering, that y is equal to mx plus b. Okay, where x is what? You know that x is basically the area, and what is y? Y is basically the price. So what we are going to do is that this y is equal to mx plus b. This is the general form of a straight line, you know, and this m and b can be of different value. This m and b can be of different values, and for different values of m and b basically indicates different straight lines, right? Here you can see the different straight lines we can think of initially without much knowledge. So these different straight lines are mathematically basically different combinations of m and b. So now what has been done, basically the error that has been found out, what is the error, because you know some of the their scattered values. So then you find out the sum of the squares. So basically y minus yi, this squares has been found out, and then what is done, this is minimized. This is minimized means basically del m. I'm not going into much into the mathematics, but I think you'll get some idea what actually we are doing. So that will be one of the normal equation, and another normal equation will be corresponding to b, because what we want this quantity to be minimum, the error to be minimum. Okay, so in this way, if we solve, then we'll be able to find out m and b from these equations. Okay, so our final target is to find out m and b, because if we know what is m and b, then we'll know what is the best fit line or the regression line. Okay, and m you know is the slope, and b is what is the intercept. Okay, y-intercept, that is what is b, and m is the slope that we know. So basically in a linear regression single variable, the idea is price is the dependent variable and area is the independent variable, and what the model will finally give you the combination of proper M and B, so that is the best fit. So ultimately model outcome is nothing but M and B, a combination of M and B. So if you know M and B, that means you know what is the best fit straight line, and using that straight line you can predict some unknown value of area, what will be the price. Okay, so this is what is the idea of linear regression single variable. And now let us try to implement this in Python. Okay, so I'll request everyone to go to the notebook page where you have given the name linear regression underscore single variable underscore your roll number. And then what you do is that mount the drive. I'm sharing in the chat box. And run it. In my case, it is already running. In your case, you have to click on the link, and then you have to paste the code that you will get. Do that step.
Sir, authorization code ta konta?
Which one?
তো এখানে একটা authorization code চাইছে।
So click on that link, na? Click on that blue link and then you'll get the code only. So after that, import Panda and load the file that is already there. As home underscore price.
হ্যাঁ স্যার দেখাচ্ছে mounted at content drive।
So after that, you load the home underscore price. And then you have given the name of the data frame as HP. So just write HP dot head.
Hello, sir.
And see whether this is coming on.
স্যার
স্যার এরর বলছে।
স্যার একটা
স্যার মাউন্ট করার পর থেকে একটু বলুন না।
না ওই hp.headটা আমাদের করতে হবে কপি, ওটা করা হয়নি আগে।
না না
Wait,
ইনপুট পান্ডা স্যার
Wait. So first you mount drive. Okay. After that, what you have to do? After mounting drive, you just import pandas as PD. Then you just read the CSV file that is already there in your CSVS using this command. and give the name of that particular data frame as HP. So we have given the name HP. So HP is equal to, HP means home price, okay? HP is equal to pd.read_csv is. And after that, you just check whether it is properly loaded or not by hp.head. Check.
Yes, sir, it got loaded.
স্যার এরর আসছে।
Sir, but mine is working, sir.
স্যার ওয়ার্কিং স্যার।
স্যার তাহলে এরর এলে কোনটা চেক করতে হবে বললেন, আবার বলুন।
Shubhashish, you need
Yes,
not
sir.
check anything. You have to follow the steps. If it is not coming, somewhere some mistake has been taken place, and that will check afterwards. Shantan, mute. And after that, what you have to do, you see that in this code of lines, basically one new one that we have taken. Matplotlib we have already seen, pandas we have seen, numpy we know. We see that we have imported sklearn. Basically from sklearn we are importing linear underscore model. This linear underscore model will do everything for the linear regression. Okay, so sklearn, you know, this is a machine learning library, and linear model that we are going to import from sklearn. So just simply copy and paste. You also execute this lines. So we have already taken pandas, so the first line was actually not required anyway. So after that, what we want to do, we want to make the scatter plot of area and price that is there in HP. So simply do that scatter plot and see. So this is what is the scatter plot. You can see the area and the price. Check up to this much whether this is working fine or not.
স্যার বলছি আমার এটা আসছে না, তো আমাকে আবার তাহলে শুরু দিয়ে কি একবার করতে হবে তাহলে?
Yes, all the codes are already pasted over there. You just carefully copy and paste.
হ্যালো যাদের আসছে না তারা একবার ফাইলের লোকেশনটা চেক করতে পারিস, মানে স্যারের মানে মেবি কিছু আমাদের লোকেশনটা দেওয়া ভুল হচ্ছে, সাইট থেকে ফাইলের তোকে কপি পাতটা করে লোকেশনটা একবার মেরে দেখ, হয়ে যেতে পারে।
Okay, I think that might be the problem. So you know that how to get the location. Go to this file and then you will get my drive. Then go to my drive and then go to data science and then CSVS, and then you find out that which one you want. Suppose we want the home price. So from here you get the path, copy path. Okay, so that path you paste here.
Sir, what is this sklearn?
Sklearn is a library similar to Matplotlib. What you have seen that Matplotlib was used to visualization. Sklearn is a library which is used for the different machine learning models. Okay, so right now we have explained this linear regression model. That particular model is already there within that particular library. So you need not to code that individually. So what we are doing, we are simply calling that library from sklearn that particular model. Okay.
স্যার
Yes, sure.
Okay, sir.
বলছি স্যার এক্স আর ওয়াই যে প্লটটা এটা করছে যেটা
Right.
সেটা
Right.
ওরা এক্স অ্যাক্সিসটা যখন করছে তখন তো 200 এর ডিফারেন্সে করছে মোটামুটি দেখতে পাচ্ছি, কিন্তু ওয়াই অ্যাক্সিসের ডিফারেন্সটা তো মিলছে না।
No, what are the values there in the prices? You see, you see what are the prices. We have to check that what is there within HP dot area. See, corresponding to 2600, it is 50,
yes
550,000.
sir, yes sir, yes sir.
That is
Then
matching.
sir 50,
Then corresponding to 3600, let us consider 3600, it is 680,000. Okay, so it is 680,000, it is matching, na? What is the
স্যার
problem?
আমি ওটা বলছি না স্যার, যে
Then?
ডিফারেন্সটা আছে ওয়াই অ্যাক্সিসের যে ডিফারেন্সটা
ওটা
আছে।
ঠিক আছে সুজিত, ওটা 25,000 করে তো আছে।
So what is the problem?
ইউনিফর্মই তো আছে, না ইউনিফর্মই তো আছে, দেখ 25 করে বাড়ছে।
ও আচ্ছা, হ্যাঁ হ্যাঁ ঠিক আছে স্যার, সরি স্যার।
Okay. Next, what we are going to do, now we are going to get this linear regression model. Here you see the linear underscore model. This particular class we have already defined, imported. So now we are giving the name REG. This name is just given as regression REG, that you can give any name, that is equal to linear underscore model. This linear underscore model we have actually taken from the sklearn linear underscore model dot linear regression. Dot linear regression is the method that we are actually now calling and putting within regression. Okay, so now what we are, after doing that, what we are writing, you see that reg dot fit. Okay, this is called the fit method. Now we are using the fit method to create this straight line. So reg dot fit, and within bracket we have given the name, that is the area and the price. So let me copy it.
স্যার আরেকটা জিনিস স্যার বলছি, এই যে ডিফারেন্সটা এটা কি মানে বাই ডিফল্ট নিচ্ছে, মানে আমরা চেঞ্জ করতে পারি না?
Yes, definitely you can change. Definitely you can change. So execute these lines now. So now the line which is the best fit line, that has been created. Okay, now if you want to just see that line within that scatter plot, then you just simply do that part, and if you execute, you see that this is the best fit line. This is the regression, linear regression line. Okay, so now what is our final interest? We may be interested to see what is the slope and what is the intercept. So for that, the command is reg dot coef underscore. Okay, so this is basically the coefficient, and coefficient is basically the slopes in case of a single variable. In case of multiple variable, there will be multiple coefficients. So you just see that what is the value of that slope or the coefficient. This is what is the value of the coefficient, and for the intercept, see, this is the value of the intercept. Okay, now in this way we can find out the linear regression model. Once the model is ready, so you remember the model contains only these two coefficients, that's all. Nothing is there in the model actually. Now using this model, what we can do, if you, I think the area file already is there in your CSVS, this area file, and that within that area file, if you remember, that is only one column was there where some area values were there, right, in the area file. And what we want, that corresponding to those area, what will be the prices that we can find out using this model that we have just created. Okay, so what we are going to do now, first we load that area in our frame. That means we have given a data frame name area, and you take the path. You know how to take the path, put that path. So the area is loaded now. Now you see the first 5 terms. By area.head. You see, this was actually the file, right? Few area values were only there. So what we want now is that
স্যার এটা কি আলাদা স্যার?
no, see, one particular file was there that was home price, right? So that
Yes, sir.
using that home price file, we have created the model, right? Now, once
Yes,
the
sir.
model is created, now what we want to do is that we have another file. If you remember, that name was area. Okay. So what we are going to do is that area.csv now we are uploading here.
স্যার
Now-
সেটাই বলছি, মানে আলাদা করে করবো তো, নিউ করে
Yes, it's a,
মানে
it's a
প্লাস কোড
different
করে?
Exactly. So from that you just copy path and paste it here, and write the command pd.read_csv. Okay. So in this way we can take this area file within our data frame. You see, within area data frame. So only these values are there. What we want the predicted price using our model. We have created a model, regression model. Then what will be the price corresponding to this area? So for that, what we are going to do, simply we'll write this dot predict method. Okay. So reg is our model that we have already created. Reg dot predict. Okay. Dot predict what? The column name, that is area. Area is the column name. So P, within P, then it will go to P. Now this P will contain all these values corresponding to this area. And then what we are doing, you observe carefully that within that area data frame, we are creating another column of name price. And within that, we are putting this P. Okay. So in this way, what will happen? Another price column will be created, and price column will contain the values P. That P is basically the predicted values of area, where it will come from our model REG that we have created. So what you do next is
Sir, predict value of price though.
area
Predicted value of price হবে তো।
REG, which line? This line.
Yes, sir.
REG dot predict of what area? So we are predicting the area values corresponding to area. What will be the, because area is the independent variable, na? So we are predicting corresponding to the area, and all those price values will go to P. Okay. So REG dot predict area, that is going to give you the price values, and those price values will be taken within P. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Now if you execute, area.head, you see that this price column is now coming.
স্যার মানে এই যে পার্টিকুলার এই কমান্ডটা দিলাম যে প্রাইস যেটা ইকুয়াল টু পি, মানে এটা পি ইকুয়াল মানে পি দিয়ে এরিয়ার যে প্রাইসটা ওটা ডিনোট করবে, তাই তো?
That we have already done in our pandas class. if you remember. Basically, in a key value pair, we give in this way, na? So area, price, and then this price column will be created, and there it will contain the values P. And then if we see the first 5 values, then you see corresponding to this area, these are the values of the price. Now suppose you want to change that particular CSV where this area and price values will be there. We have seen how to read or how to load, but we can also create that file. Here you can see this is the command area.to underscore CSV. Okay, instead of read CSV, area.to underscore CSV, and then you give the path, and finally you give the name where you want to put this whole data. Okay, then you will find that this particular CSV will be created in that particular path. Okay, so in this way you can also create that particular new CSV where one column will be area, another column will be price. So that also you can do.
স্যার আমাদেরকে আপনি 3টে ফাইল দিয়েছিলেন তো,
Yes,
একটা কানাডা পার ক্যাপিটাল ছিল আর একটা এরিয়া ছিল আর একটা হোম প্রাইস।
yes, we have used only the home price and the area. Okay,
ইয়েস স্যার।
for this example. Now suppose the problem that we have started with, suppose we want to find out, wait, we have started with the problem that what will be the value of the price if it is 3,300 square feet. How to find out that then? 3,300 square feet. What to do? 3,300 square feet. I'm creating a new code. Simply what you have to do, you can use that predict method, right? So you already know reg.fit. This is the reg.predict. And then you write the value. Okay. So what you do, reg.predict. Okay. Now within predict, you passed 3300. And see, this is the value. This will be the price. So in this way, a particular single value also you can find out, or you can find out some area values are there. So you have learned that how we can do all these different ways, the results, and how to send it in your different file name. So if you execute this line, then this particular file will be created. Clear? So this is what is the example
Sir,
problem.
স্যার
Yes.
স্যার বলছি ওই যখন আমাদের 3,300 এর ভ্যালুটা যখন আমরা প্রেডিক্ট করছি, ওটা আমাকে প্রোগ্রামটা লিখতে হবে, পুরো প্রোগ্রামটা করার পরে তারপরে তো আমি লিখতে পারবো।
Once you have created the reg file, okay, when fit method has been done, after that you can make the prediction. Okay. So
মানে
once
স্যার আপনি যেটা যে দুটো করালেন আর কি, ওটাই
see,
বলছি।
yes, once this much you have done, okay, once this much you have done, that means your model has been created. After that you just write reg.predict and then you will get the result, no problem.
ওকে স্যার আন্ডারস্ট্যান্ড। ওকে স্যার।
Now one exercise problem. This is the exercise problem. I just copy it. So just copy paste this exercise problem at the end of your today's example. Okay, and for that you need this particular file, Canada per capita income.csv, that I have already given to you. So you have to solve this problem. Okay, so this is your homework. So let me